And we are back with another episode of Two for the Culture. I'm Justin Devonte.
Stephen Ray.
Yes, sir. We're back. What's
Absolutely.
going on in your world? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. I feel good. I mean, I think the word is fulfilled. I guess like with life in general. I'm ready to lock back in though, like we was talking about before we started recording. How about you?
I feel good. You know, I've just have a little bit more time to do other things, and you know, I'm with you on that. I just want to continue to make sure I'm utilizing my time right. Yeah, and making sure that when I'm on the health journey, that all my work previously is not in vain.
Yeah.
By thinking that I can do like your cheat meals, but for me that cheat meal spirals into something much worse. Then I got to get back into it. Yeah. And then all the time I took was not even, there's no point to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because then I'm just back in that loop again. Yeah. So just trying to make sure that I'm utilizing my time wisely, stay disciplined. And then everything else will pay off. So not being patient and not trying to rush it. Yeah. So like just exactly. Stick to the routine. Yeah, because once you do that, then over time the results are there. Like if you invest in an IRA account, like put money back, for saving for your retirement, you ain't gonna be a millionaire overnight. But all that $100 a week or whatever you put in, a couple of dollars a week will add in over time, and you will finally see that end result.
Right.
And so just taking that into my own life, because I don't know if you hear about scarecrows, like what makes scarecrows like so intelligent.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so they say that scarecrows have a high IQ. And what makes them have a high IQ is that they're not like majority of animals, to where they're not doing things for instant gratification. Meaning that they're willing to put in work over time to get the result that they want. Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah. So it's like results, and they'll come back to something knowing that this will help them over time, instead of trying to get that one thing at that moment.
Yeah, I haven't heard that. I know it's like another blackbird, maybe a raven. Something like it's like one of the smartest.
Yeah, and ravens,
birds.
Scarecrows. Yeah. They cousins. You know
Aren't
what I
they
mean?
the same thing?
Yeah.
Is that like a different word for it?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're cheetah, jaguar. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're different, but they're same thing. I think probably a raven is really the thing. Yeah.
I don't know.
Just be like scarecrow.
Scarecrow definitely sounds like a nickname
For a raven.
For something.
Yeah.
But I did hear about that. And pigeons, I think.
Yeah,
like they're smarter than what people think. Like that's, I think that's how. I don't even know if it's got to be real. Like back then, they used to send messages. Yeah. Like with birds and shit. How would you even do that?
I have no idea. Like hope for the best type of thing. Yeah. But that's absolutely. Yeah, I need to actually look into that more, because that's really fascinating.
Yeah, how is that even possible? Yeah, there's probably a lot of people whose love letters never made it.
Right. Yeah, but somehow it gets to where it needs to. I mean, you hear that about the eagles, and different things like that. They'll attach it to their, little legs or whatever. Yeah. But that doesn't sound real, but apparently that may have been a real thing.
That's crazy. That seems like that's a lot of intense training.
Yeah, but how do you? It's not like you can fly your damn self. So how do you train it to go where you need to?
Yeah, that far. Yeah. Because I definitely just thought about it. I'm like, all right, I could see maybe they train it like in the house or castle or whatever, from this side to that side, but going from one kingdom to another.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you?
Yeah, and maybe it's like the movies. I mean, we're clearly getting it from the movies, and like it's not as what we think it is.
Probably.
Maybe. Yeah, because that just sounds crazy.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, like how does a bird not be deterred? You like do a detour of some sorts.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, who knows? But yeah, so just not with the just putting in the work over time, not trying to rush it, because I can really do that to where like I'll do a lot of the stuff to lose the water weight or lose the weight in general, and then just turn around and just gain it again.
Yeah.
So
I do that sometimes too. Yeah, that's my main thing with myself is just I don't speak badly on myself like anymore. It's just I just treat it with grace. I just wake up and be like, all right, bro, you did that. It just takes a step for real. So that's helped me a lot.
Okay. Did you speak badly on yourself in the past? Like
yeah, like you can
like
it's,
in what
it's
way?
pretty much a norm. So like if I like right now, like I could look at things like how I told you, like now, I want to lock back in, I'll wake up and I got big dreams, so I can't just be out here going to bars all the time, like, cause I'm not going to fulfill whatever I was supposed to do versus, like everybody else. That's just like one of my things. So, but I just treat myself with grace because if not, then I used to have a norm of saying like, damn, you fucked up. Or like, damn, you, like, let's say if I don't work out for 5 days straight and last week I had a body and then now this week it just don't look the same. And I'm like, damn, you just fucked yourself off from the shit that, you did. And like saying that doesn't help anything. So like, it's like, all right, you had your fun, just one day at a time, just show up. And usually that helps me, it just helps me lock back in. It's just over time.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm very, very. I think like one of our first episodes, I was just like saying how intentional I am with my words.
Yeah.
Like it's so powerful. So I don't speak badly I don't give a fuck what I did. I don't speak badly at all. I remember that time I told you, like my first day here, and then I just went crazy. Like I was just too happy, and they had a bar downstairs. I was getting to know the guy, the bartender, and I guess he fucked with me or something because he was just like, I didn't even realize how much liquor he was pouring into these cups. But all that to say, like I woke up the next day and I'm looking through my text messages and like it's just a bunch of shit I don't remember saying to people. And then I'm like, damn, I probably could look at this like, damn, I fucked up yesterday, or I probably ruined this relationship or friendship or whatever, just saying something stupid. But then I'm just like, I don't know. It's way easier if I don't look at myself like as a failure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, all right, bro, you had your fun. You made a little mishap, but it's all good. You know who you are. So, just treat everything with grace.
Right. I love that. I extremely have that problem. Like, yeah.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah. And, I have that problem to where I think about things. It just comes to my brain. I'm like, dang, I can't believe I did that thing 10 years ago.
You should stop.
Yeah. And because it reminds me of the story about Saul. And there's a scripture, and he speaks to what you just mentioned. Saul, he changed his name to Paul, and he was a persecutor of Christians.
Boy.
You said what?
They be changing their names. Boy.
Yeah.
It's too many people. What was it? Abraham.
Yeah.
Sarai, Sarah. Like, why y'all keep doing that?
Yeah, I got you. I mean, it's. I think it's a reflection of their newer self.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. I didn't never really think about it too much, but there is a lot of name changing. So Saul became Paul. He was a persecutor of Christians and became one. But he speaks to that. He's like, not necessarily living with regret, but not too much reflecting on the past and moving forward. Just because of all his things, I'm sure there was a lot of what he did, and I think it's okay to self-reflect, but not harping on that and taking that internally, and that because that can slow down your progression or make you not want to move forward.
Absolutely.
And I mean, there's something to traumatization with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To where you can be stuck. I mean, even when you get like when I worked in sales, is that when you hear no enough times, you assume that their next customer is going to tell you no, so you no longer sell them that product. Yeah, because you just assume because you've heard so many no's, so you go back to what you know, what you think they may like, and making decisions for them. And I can be caught in doing that in my own everyday life as well. Yeah, to where it's like, yeah, I know she ain't gonna like that, so
And then it becomes reality.
yeah.
Literally, you just spoke that shit into existence. And I have another point too that I want to say. But I wanted to say something else first. The point that I want to make, it has something to do with people, how people perceive you, right? I'm gonna get back to that just in case I forgot. I just told you that.
Okay.
But nah, man, being super intentional with my words is like, I didn't know how negative I was thinking about everything until I started to try to cut that off. And it's really bad. Like, it was really, really bad. And I saw how I could get caught up in depression, and like if I don't work out for 4 days straight, and then I'm like, damn, like I might wake up on day 5 and now I made the habit of not working out, and then I'm like, man, fuck it, what's another day? But I literally just made that my reality, instead of just showing up. And every time I just show up, even like moving in here, I do need to like zone back in on the workouts and shit. But it's like just showing up, just go up, just touch the weights. Like that shit helps a lot. Like you giving yourself grace. It's not like you telling yourself, all right, I gotta all right, I have to do all of this 2-hour workout to get off of the shit that I fucked myself over the past week. It's just like, just show up, and then everything else will come. And another point, I don't say things like, it's 2 things that I do now. I speak sort of in past tense. So instead of saying like I'm going to be a millionaire, I tell myself I already have it. Like, it's already been done, type thing.
Okay, what's the strategy behind that?
It changes your mind, because when you say I'm going to be a millionaire, like you're speaking in lack. So like you're literally telling the universe, like I'm going to be. If I say I'm going to be confident, that means I'm not. You get what I'm saying? What was it? It was just a washing machine.
Yeah, it just sounds like the coffee maker got bubble guts.
Oh.
Every time.
But yeah, it's in a place of lack. So, and that's what everything. So I don't say things like, even if I don't have the money to do something, I don't say like this is expensive, because it's only expensive because I don't have. So my mind is telling me, like, if there's a pretty girl right here, and if I think that I'm not on her level, I'm not going to talk to her like I'm on her level. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It completely shapes the reality of things.
Yeah, it just feels like a lot of mental gymnastics.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, I believe that's how, like, how to explain this? I feel like it's all connected to life in general. So that could be opportunities. That could be like, damn, I ain't ready. But if you tell yourself, man, I had a great interview and all that before it even happened, like, they love me. I used to say, when I was at your house and I was looking for jobs, that helped me with every single interview, because I just looked at it like, I already did it. It's already done. They love me, and the interview will go well, whether I got it or not. So, yeah, I don't tell myself things are expensive, and I don't do that, because then it just makes me feel like I'll make a habit of doing that. So if I make a habit of it, then I'll walk past places and be like, nah, I can't go in here because I da-da-da-da. And I'll stay in that space, not knowing that I'm training my brain to think that this is an expensive place. I can't go in here, you know, versus like, I don't know. It's just like a different way of thinking. And you're right. It is mental gymnastics for real.
Yeah.
It is. But it helps. I believe that's the path of believing. I feel like it's all interconnected. So like, if I say something like that in a place of lack, I don't even believe that I deserve that or whatever. And I feel like it's connected with God in general, because like I've never what's the terms, like he gives you, you know, stuff that you can handle, and I feel like life is just like abundant in general. It's just the way that you look at things. And I feel like if I'm telling myself like I can't do this or I don't have this to do that, I'm gonna stay in that place. And I feel like that's also a way of not believing in what's yours. You know what I'm saying? Like it cuts it off.
Yeah. I think there's a healthy balance to it, to me, because you know a lot of what you're saying, I want to take it and apply myself, but I also live in the literal sense to where if my bank account is in the negatives, I ain't go. Yeah. That is expensive for what is that for my means.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I don't know if I can rationalize it in that way, but I agree to the point to where you're talking about the woman who is out of your league or the thing that you desire, and you can negatively perception because of how you what state you're in at that moment or whatever. Yeah. So I can see that. And that makes sense, and you know I can gladly apply a form of that to me, to my life. But if something, whether I got it or not, is $1,000, I'll be looking like these shoes $1,000. I got it. I'm still not gonna pay for that thing, you know. So I think, and then also like, not to say that you're saying this, but is there an element of being humble in what you're saying?
What do you mean?
Like I don't want to come off as arrogant when in that state that you're in. You know, because like an interview I could be in there, you know, I'm selling myself to them, and I want to also come out confident, but I also want to be humble. It's like, hey, this is an opportunity that I believe I can help you in, but also I want to be a part of this because of yada yada yada. You know what I mean? Well, because I mean, there's just a part of it to where I can feel like, yes, I want to take elements of that, but then it can come off as like I'm lack of humility in a sense.
How?
Just what, and I was just more so speaking about that, like the interview portion of things. Yeah, and I'm saying it like almost disagreeing with myself, but I'm just saying a healthy balance of both. It's like, hey, I'm living in reality.
Yeah.
But everything ain't gonna be positive. That's just not life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also I want to make sure that I'm coming off as confident and humble, but it's not so much arrogant as well. I'm not saying that you're saying that, but that's where my mind is kind of going to. Yeah. So I was just trying to clear that up in a sense. But
there's a sense of no, I completely agree with that way of thinking. I mean, that's the normal way of thinking. In terms of like just living in reality. Like I may not be in this girl's league at all. She may not fuck with me. But I feel like there's more power in becoming who I know I am in thinking the other way.
Right.
And growing into that person.
Yeah. And that's I think that's where you was going when you was like, I want to talk about perception as well.
Oh.
Yeah. Because to that point is like, who's to say who's in anybody's league?
Yeah.
That's a perception thing.
That all right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So now we're here. So I saw a post one time and it said, you know how hopefully I'm gonna say this right, but you know how if you were to walk into a room and let's say like everybody sees you, and you think, let's say like you walk to a room and then everybody sees you, and then like you already know, like if let's say everybody has on blue and you have on red, and you walk into a room, everybody got on blue, you got on red, you look around, you like, damn, they like, this nigga got on red. You know, like he didn't get the vibe, he didn't pick that shit up. You know, when you think like that, you're telling, how do I explain it? Well, the better way to explain it is you're telling yourself what you think about yourself. And I was like, damn, like that's like so real. So like if I've done that all the time. Everybody does it. Like you think about what somebody else is thinking about you, but in reality it's what you think about yourself. Then you're like tricking yourself to think like, damn, they think that I just go back to the girl. This girl's like out of my league and da 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 da. You're telling yourself you're not worthy enough for her. So like you're literally, it's the thoughts like in your head is literally again like shaping your reality, when in reality ain't nobody was probably paying attention to you when you walked in, or maybe it was like, that's a fire ass red suit.
Yeah. So pause real quick. Have you watched the movie Crazy Stupid Love?
Dog,
Great movie.
you want to get out of here?
Yeah.
Bro.
It's a great movie. But what, to your point, when Steve Carell was at the beauty shop or whatever getting his haircut, and then he was like, you know, would you sleep with her? I think Ryan Gosling was saying that to the barber, beautician or whatever you call her, hairdresser, and she was like, yeah, I would. And he's like, you would? And then he's like, and then you saying that now it's self doubt, you know.
Yeah.
Now you're doubting it. So him saying that is like, that was what he was giving off with himself, like she's out of my league.
Yeah.
And now that he passed that on to her, she's like now doubting it.
Yeah.
So it was just to kind of to your point.
Yep. Yeah. That is that. I don't like. Yeah, bro. Like when you like take a step back and like think about like, thoughts and how whatever reality you have, it comes from your thoughts, your thought process. So I could go to a bar and say, oh, there's a lot of, I don't know. I went to a bar like last week and I thought this. I was like, everybody in here is having a different experience. So like I could be saying, yeah, the music sucks here, or I could say the food is terrible, but somebody else is like, the food is great here, you know, and all they did was probably just order something else, or, you know, I probably just came in on the wrong song or some shit. But we all have a different reality. And if I was sitting on this side of the bar and there's like, it's mainly men, but if I sat on that side of the bar and it's mainly women, it's two totally different nights. So, I don't know. I just think about that stuff all the time. So that's why I'm so careful with how I speak to myself, how I view like the world, you know, like not thinking that I cannot grasp something or obtain something just because I don't necessarily have it now. Trying not to, because I feel like I said, I feel like everything is interconnected, and with me, it feels like everything is interconnected all the way down to God in general. So if I say like if I see a nice ass car, I'm like, damn. But if I say it's expensive, in my head, I'm telling myself I'm not gonna get that shit. But if I say like, I don't know, just kind of act like I have it already or something like that, it changes my mindset to, okay, if I'm making this much now, how do I make this much to where that's not going to be expensive? Or this $1,000 shoe, I'm not looking at it as $1,000. I'm just looking at it as pocket change. Like, how do I get to that point? It opens that up for me versus like straight up seeing the shoe, like, oh, I'm not never going to do this shit. Da da da.
Yeah, I guess there's like, I want to keep on going. There's a healthy balance, because it's not that I disagree,
Uh-huh.
but I
No,
like.
I'm not saying you're not.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm saying that to preface before what I'm about to say, and that is, I like to kind of live in that world a little bit too, to whereas like I still want to look at a Louis Vuitton shoe and realize that ain't for me. That's way too cost for a shoe,
Yeah.
and I ain't paying it just because it's a brand name.
Oh, yeah, I ain't talking about
Yeah,
that.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, there are
I feel
definitely
like
a lot of people like that, though.
Yeah. So it's
The
also
shit be ugly and like, oh, it's got LV on it.
yeah, right. Yeah, because I also feel like I also want to live in a world where like Justin got some jeans on that's has paint on them. But he got it, but he ain't never going. It's all of this is just like materialistic.
Yeah. Like how Adam Sandler be going
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah, well, yeah. I'm in that world. I was still try to dress up to the event I'm in. Yeah. So I ain't gonna pull up with overalls at somebody's wedding.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
Justin.
yeah. But there's also I like the mindset of it.
Yeah.
And there's a grind to it too.
Yeah.
Like if you I'm trying to think of the book, but it's The Power of Broke, which is not really what you're saying, but pretty much it's saying that it's pretty much finding opportunities when you don't have a lot. And they tell it's a book by Devonte, a really great book. I recommend it to anybody. But it was talking about how stories of celebrities or people who got rich and what they because of their lack of money, how they creatively made a way. Like it talks about like Fubu selling clothes out. Well, he started Fubu, like selling clothes out of a van, and letting rappers wear a shirt for advertisement, giving free things to promote the brand and things like that. So it's amongst his story. It's a lot of different stories of that, and I think there's also a part of not having it in the grind that you feel, the intensity. Like when I feel it like antsy a little bit, like it's about to be tight for me. I'm looking at these bills and upcoming expenses, like I need to start grinding. That's I feel like if I was to have that mindset, I don't know if it was feel intense of the hustle that I need to pursue. I don't know.
Yeah. There is a sense of reality, like to the situation. So yeah, no, you're definitely right about that. I guess what I'm saying is more so knowing that it's just like a mindset thing. That's all it is. It's just like it's tricking yourself into seeing reality differently. So for that situation, if you see that and then you got the bills and all that type of shit, instead of feeling like antsy and shit like that, I would have just took it as, all right, so this bill's coming, it's already paid. What do I have to do this? Now I just write it down or whatever, and then like I treat it in a way where it's not like fucking me up mentally. You know what I'm saying? So like if God damn, bro, I wish I could just like kill these hoes. But yeah, but if you know what you got to do to get it, it kind of like calms the situation down. As long as you show up. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I was saying. It's just like flipping the perception of what's going on.
And I mostly agree, because I do veer a lot to the left of can be stuck in paralyzed to my own mind on why I shouldn't do this thing. Even and it's just really just my mindset. And also the same thing with perception. I think perception is huge, and we psych ourselves out on a lot of different things because of what people may perceive you as. And even if they perceive you as that, some people, I come on like, I also live in that world as like, who cares about their opinion?
Right.
Yeah. Like some people, like in my mind, it's make us like why worth. Some people I just don't go back and forth with because why do I care about going back and forth and changing your mind?
Well, right.
Yeah. And I feel like a jerk in a lot of that. Like, why am I going to waste my time to change your opinion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't legitimately care about your opinion at all. Yeah. And move on. Like I remember Uber, like when I was driving and this girl opened my door, and she opened my door and was like, "Is this for so and so?" And then I was like, "No, this is not." And then she was asking more questions. I was about to start talking to her. I was like, "Can you shut my door?" Like, like I felt like a jerk, but I also wasn't gonna go. I didn't care to go back and forth with you. I was like, "Just can you shut my door, please?" Yeah. And that's why I was like, why do I find myself doing that a lot in different things. Like, I just don't care about your opinion. I don't. Yeah. And I understand the living reality that some people don't care about mine.
Right.
And I think I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes. So, and also, I don't care to do the riffraff. You said what you was gonna say. I said what I was gonna say. And I'll just disagree.
Yeah. I think creatively with Reysosilly and before Reysosilly too, that helped me a lot to kind of go through that. I still have that sometimes, like wondering, like, damn, I don't know if this is gonna like hurt somebody's feelings or if this joke with this celebrity, when they see it, are they gonna like not fuck with me? But then like I go through that sometimes, but it was really bad before. Like I damn near wouldn't even do certain things online because I was just, I don't know, I cared a lot about what other people thought. And then, what kind of got me out of that too was being around people who didn't give a fuck. And it's like, as Ken and Tut, like, bro, the type I'm sitting here thinking about hurting somebody's feelings for a little joke. These folks is nutting on Tiana Taylor in the video, not giving it. So it's cool to be around people because we can all get caught up in it.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm just thinking about like the streamers and stuff. Like there's not to that video that you're referring to, not to that, but some people are actually just hateful.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that ain't coming out of being funny. Your funny is stemming from hate inside you.
Like that dude, Neon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I don't watch enough of his videos to know.
I didn't know he was like on some crazy shit like that. Just saying crazy shit till he got on Breakfast Club, and they just like grilled him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know what he's on, but for real. But and you gotta also like, it's shock value, and you're also having people validate you.
Right.
And and you're doing it to be put on. That's the beginning of time things.
No, I don't know.
Like,
that man was going crazy. It's leaning more toward your point of like some people just got like some type of hater.
I'm sure that is an element to that. I mean, because I know what the kid looks like, and he probably wasn't a popular kid in school. So he probably gets a rile out of people who are popular. And crapping on them. Yeah, so there's going to be an element to that. It's like he's dishing out the things that was did to him. Yeah, and because just looking at the kid, it just doesn't seem like he's very popular, and it's probably on not being accepted amongst the masses. So he's going to do. It's just lashing out. So I'm sure that is the case. I just don't watch him enough to know.
He does look like a little awkward. Like he was a little awkward.
And that's probably most of the streamers. That's probably most of them.
I can
And and that's fine. I think that I'm excited for all the opportunities that's given to different people. But a lot of the kids that enjoy the Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that in high school. I don't know if you had those kids too.
I was in Pokemon.
Yeah, in high school.
No, it was like middle It was like middle. It had to be coming out of elementary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to go to Toys R Us on Saturday.
I mean,
And
you're a child.
Yeah.
yeah.
I had the book. This shit was big as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's whatever. I'm saying that to even the Yu-Gi-Oh kids, that's fun to them. Why would I take that? Why would I crap on what they enjoy?
Yeah.
So I was never really that person because that's what they enjoy. They really not hurt anybody. They're passionate about it, and that's a hobby. Everybody, you remember people would collect coins and quarters, $50 back in the day. That hobby looks very boring, but people are passionate about it. People are passionate. Like my granny used to collect these type of dolls, and they were like weird dolls that I would, that you would never really want, but she enjoyed that thing. Yeah, so everybody has their own thing, and
Did the
so
dolls look scary?
Huh?
Did the dolls look scary?
I can't remember them like that. I wasn't scared of them, so I want to lean towards no. But they were just weird dolls. But she collected them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's just things that people enjoy too, but people get crapped on that, and then of course you get negative energy to you. You're gonna want to release that in some type of way or form, and he's giving it. I'm sure he's giving it back. I'm sure he's traumatized from the things that self-reflection. What we just spoke about in the past. Just like harping on past experience, traumatization. All those are real. And I could see that in a lot of what I Show Speed did.
With what?
Like in his beginning upbringing.
I don't think I'm familiar with
Yeah, like I just saw it's like, I could see where, he'll make the faces, and it seemed like he definitely had a troubling upbringing in the beginning. But now you see him; he's more vibrant, and it's more of a happy element and love. He's getting so much love, embraced, and financial situation, able to help out others. That it's more of a funny, loving thing, and him able to display his character. Now he still has an element of him, going in on folks. Like when he beat that Ashton Hall dude, like, you suck. So he still has an element. Of course, you're not gonna heal overnight, but it's completely changed from what I've seen in the beginning of his work.
I wonder if I've done that. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's done it, but like, I wonder. Just thinking about myself, if I ever was like, I don't know, projecting something that was like going on with me instead of the other person. Yeah.
Like, what you mean?
Just like how you were saying about the guy and, the upbringing, not I Shall Speed, but the other dude. And like, he probably went through some traumatic shit that eventually led him to say these crazy things. And then I just was thinking out loud, like, I wonder if I've, or what instance in my life did I like portray, something that was actually like hurting me probably. Yeah, I wonder if I've done that.
So my question to you is, a lot of your views, the biggest ones are like the ones that has you flirting and you with a female counterpart that you're putting yourself in a video in. That's one of your biggest work. How do you feel? Does it feel good to get that gratification to be like a ladies' man in a sense? Like, does that feel good for you?
You just did that. Yeah. I just went further, like in my head of going back. Damn. Yeah, maybe. Just being honest. No, of course, like the gratification. Yeah, or feeling like that. Yeah, that is something that does make any man feel good. But maybe that's what it is. Actually, that I grew up and I felt like I never got a chance to be like that guy. Maybe other people thought that of me, but I didn't. I was scared of damn, that's crazy. I was like scared to talk to women. I was this light-skinned guy, but like I was not inside. I didn't embody the confidence of what I could have back then. So like I don't have no big track record of like sleeping with a lot of women. I don't have the back then I couldn't even hold a conversation, you know, shit in college when like we started to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the confidence like a girl would invite me back to her place, mm-hmm. and I just didn't know what to do. Mm-hmm. You know. Mm-hmm. So like now I think that's where it comes from. Mm-hmm. That I've been working on that confidence for so long. Mm-hmm. That I'm leaning more into that, which I guess does come out in my content. But yeah, you saying that I am realizing right now all of this, and I'm gonna lean more into it because I feel like I'm clever, witty, and like all this type of shit, and I see what goes, what mm-hmm. takes off. So mm-hmm. I'm clearly good at something.
Right.
Dealing with that. Mm-hmm. But just taking a step back, yeah, I'm actually realizing that. Yeah, all that comes from a time or a long time of feeling like I have the potential to be like that guy, and I just never was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, it works well with what you do, and it comes from somewhere. Like if somebody emphasizes this thing, mm-hmm. then it's, you know, whether it's passion or whatever. Like, you know, you have your friends that put themselves in videos with a lot of women that are very sexually promiscuous.
Yeah.
It's not just because it's views.
Right.
They like to be around that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your ideas wouldn't be on that because you don't put yourself in those videos.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Or try to go in that world.
Yeah.
Because that's not something you're really interested in.
Facts.
Yeah. So you can see by some of people's work what they're really interested. You know, like there's a reason why Quentin Tarantino has blood everywhere.
I wonder.
Yeah. Because I mean, he's, you know, quote unquote a weird guy.
Yeah.
Making hostels, you know, bone crushing things,
right.
Kill Bills where the blood splatter all the place. That's not because like, hey, I know what sells. That's what he's interested in. He mm-hmm. enjoys that type of world. Yeah. And that's, you see that in a lot of his creations. Mm. Yeah. So that was just kind of something that, you know, when we kind of brushed up on it before, I was like, okay, this is just like something that and it works because it has a blend, you know, with your creativity mm-hmm. and then how you naturally fit in that.
You're right.
But what also stemmed a part of that is I'm watching Perfect Match. And are you familiar with Perfect Match?
I just saw the thumbnail yesterday.
Okay, so I'm just interested. Like I wish I would, and I'm kind of leaning towards it. Maybe I will not be lazy enough to pursue it a little bit more. But like the psychology of people, mm-hmm. and so so when I'm looking at this, you know, looking at the show, I'm like, they're like one of the games is like the women. It'll be like a topic. And then they'll write like a phrase about the topic. Mm-hmm. So like dates, you know, this is not what happened, but I'm just giving an example. You know, a dinner on the beach or whatever, and then, you know, everybody will write something about a date that they want to see themselves in, and they'll try to pick their match mm-hmm. and see if that's who chose that. In particular, there was this one guy that he was writing the right thing on each topic to where now ladies were interested in him. Mm-hmm. And so I'm looking at that and I'm like, they don't know him at all. Mm-hmm. But now they find him more interesting than they did before, even off of these simple topics, just by what he said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's just like things like that when I was talking about like the ladies' man situation mm-hmm. is like how perception things, little things that you can do to where people kind of fall in a little bit more.
Oh, what do you mean?
So it's my mind just kind of once I brought up ladies' man, it just reminded me of the situation. So I'll just bring it up like mindset, behavior, and how interested I am in people's behavior of why they find things interesting. Yeah. So I'm looking at that. It's like, this man can be actually a jerk. Yeah. And but nonetheless, he's writing the right things.
Mm-hmm.
Now people are falling over him because of this.
Yeah.
Or more, at least more interested in him.
Giving them
Because
hear.
no homo, but I feel like there's more good looking guys than him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now that he's getting pushed, his value is getting pushed a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, you cracked the code on that. I was thinking that literally all week. I was like, why am I so? I don't know. It's just like, why am I so interested in women? Like,
you talking about making videos, or just in general?
Like, I want to know women better.
Okay.
Like, I want to be inside, not necessarily like the mind of being a woman,
Mm-hmm.
but like to like know more about the mind of a woman, like what they want, what do they. I don't know. I'm just like really interested, and even down to the content. I'm looking up like top romantic what I'm about to do. It's like top romantic films. I'm looking at my videos, what goes viral, and like how to lean more into that. You know, like I told you, like I didn't have confidence and all that shit like a while ago, and even now, like I'll just strike a conversation with a woman just to get better at talking, conversing and all that, and it's like it's kind of molding where I'm going a little bit. So like with the content and all that, and I was just thinking, I'm like, why? Because it's kind of like overly. It's just different from other people. Like, for example, there could be somebody whose content is, for example, my content could have went so many different ways because it's movies. Mm-hmm. So my brand could have been something else. Mm-hmm. Like I could have been, I don't know, only talking to male actors just to go that route. But like my brand is molding into this thing. I'm like, where did this shit come from? And you literally that makes so much sense. Because I remember being in high school. I remember being in college. And dude, I could look better than this guy. Mm-hmm. But the confidence, I just didn't have it. And I'm wondering, I'm just realizing now, talking to you like, oh shit, this is from back then. All of this shit is just from back then. Mm-hmm. And it's molding everything, or a lot of what I do now. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And me being experienced a college situation with you, I didn't grab that at all from
I mean,
yeah. Because from how I looked at it is that you had a lot of women that liked you. Now, what did you do with that? That's one thing. Mm-hmm. And people could have maybe applied that simply to me in an element, Mm-hmm. But outside looking in, there was a lot of people that were interested in you.
Yeah, I didn't. Mm-hmm. I mean, if they showed up at my doorstep, it would be like kind of awkward.
I got you.
That's why, as you remember, I kind of just like stayed to a certain amount of people, for real.
Yeah.
Like So I didn't go crazy in college, but I could have. But I just didn't have that.
Yeah.
Confidence in me.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. And that's what I'm glad we brought it back to that. So how was your dad? Was you comfortable ever to speak with your dad about women?
Like what? Like asking questions? Just like
have a dad convo. Like I want to be like if I become a dad, a boy dad or whatever. So if I had a son. That I would want him to come to me to feel comfortable, but like I ain't gonna feel judged by the questions that I ask my dad because I'm genuinely just curious. And did you have that
about women specifically?
Yeah.
I didn't really have that. He just didn't really come off like as a ladies' man.
Yeah.
So like I don't know what I would ask him.
Yeah. Well, because I look at things as like you know your son's growing.
Yeah.
You know if he's a straight man, like if he is a straight man, he's going to be interested in women.
Mm-hmm.
So let me guide him to the questions that he probably should ask me, or I should like maybe insert in some things that you should know.
I think I would be more of that dad than mine was. Shout out to him, but I probably had way more conversations with my mom.
Okay.
Unsolicited. She would just like tell me, this is before I was even having sex. She just showed me how to use a condom randomly.
Okay.
Yeah, like she would just do that shit. Like,
did it feel uncomfortable for you?
No, I mean you already know who your mom. No. I thought about that when I said that. I'm like, how else would she show?
I understand. I'm being
for everybody else.
Yeah.
She broke the shit open and then like put it on her finger, like just to show me how to do it, basically. But no, it didn't make me uncomfortable because like by then I know my mom, so like nothing is surprising after a certain point. But no, I had plenty of conversations with her about that. But one day my dad said, if you ever want to try drugs, try with me first. I'm like, okay. Like, why would I do that?
Crack, here we come.
Yeah. He was talking about cocaine too. He was like, if you ever want to try something, just try it with me first. I'm like, you're not that.
Well, that's cool for him to say though.
It's cool for him to say.
Yeah.
I just didn't believe that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And then he would get so mad at me because I used to smoke the weed a lot, like college days.
I'm sure he thought I was a bad influence on you.
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
No, nobody thought you was a bad. None of my friends give that.
Okay.
But yeah, no. He said I did not believe that shit like at all, and I wouldn't do that.
He said what?
I'm saying that he said that he said like if you want to try drugs, try.
Oh yeah, right.
But I just like, yeah, I don't even see that in my head, for real.
I understood.
Yeah. I think I would be more so that dad to like sit down and have conversations and just to teach them whatever. Yeah, I'm sure I'd be pretty knowledgeable about that by then.
Absolutely. I think that it's good to have that relationship because I don't want my kid to be hiding. Like, hey, I want my kid to be open. Like, I'm maybe going to push him to different things and trying different things. But if he's a Yu-Gi-Oh card kid, then oh well. It's like as long as he's happy in that and that it's like do your thing. Yeah. Don't let anybody tell you that's not something you should enjoy.
Yeah.
As long as you're not hurting anybody, you're happy within yourself, then cool.
Yeah. That's the same thing kind of with Kaya right now. She does not want to be an actor, like at all. Like I could take pictures with her, I can have fun with her, I could sing around the house with her. But if I say like you want to be in a video, she's like no. The play that she was at, she did not like it. She does not like acting. And I'm like, damn. I wonder if she'll grow into that. But I do remember being like around her age, going to see a movie every single weekend with my dad, knowing I wanted to like be in movies.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think she is going to be. So I don't know what her thing is. Maybe it's singing, but
we'll see.
Yeah.
But I think we did it.
Yeah. No.
It was a good episode. All right. Well, this is Two for the Culture. We'll be back.
All right.
Yes, sir.